I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the deck lid. Here's the Ford Performance box that it comes in, just held in by a few staples. So we'll go ahead and get this torn open real quick here and see what the deck lid looks like. Alright, so it's got some foam there on each side. Nothing really else in the box, just some paper and looks like decals in the corner. Make sure it's in good condition, of course, no cracks or anything before we install. Oh yeah, that thing looks pretty sleek. Getting all the fingerprints on it, but that's okay. Got all the clips. Everything looks to be pretty good on it. And I'll take this over to the car there and go ahead and get the install going. One thing I did notice, which you'll see in that last clip, was this piece of foam right here was actually up and twisted a little bit. I think that was from how I took the little bag material thing off. But all I did was just fix it and pushed it back down so it lays straight now. So yeah, it's good to go now. So for this install, it's pretty easy. A 7mm socket and ratchet, and you will also need a 7/32 socket, a pry tool, plastic pry tool, and then a microfiber towel. That's going to be to help protect the paint. And to get started here, there'll be two covers, one on this side and one on the other. What you'll do is take these off, and then it'll reveal two holes here with the 7mm bolts, and you'll want to take both of those out on each side, and then all we'll have to do is pry it from the front. This was the best way for me to set up the towel. Just had it laying across the spoiler here just like this. That way I could protect the paint. Use the pry tool to get the first clip started, and then once I got that one going, there's about 3 I think on one side of the camera there. So once I got this side started, I used another pry tool to kind of wedge it in between there to hold it, so that way whenever you go working on the other side, trying to pry that side, this one doesn't click back into place. And then of course there's a connector that is plugged into the backup camera. Found it easiest to lift the deck lid up and reach from underneath and then unplug it, and then it should look just like this once the panel's off. I'm going to go ahead and clean up that area, and then I'm going to reinstall the new panel and show you guys what that looks like. I'm using this box that the deck lid came in to kind of help hold both of the two up so I can show you. With the camera, it's real simple. There's 2 screws holding the plug that came on the new deck lid, and then there's the camera, of course, on the stock one. Be careful, make sure you do install it in the same orientation. I believe you can install it backwards, and of course that'll throw off the camera. So have the new one and the old one in the same, facing the same direction. So I'm just going to simply unbolt these two, pick it up, and then place it in the new deck lid. Here's a glimpse of the new deck lid next to the stock old one. As you can see, the new one has these lines here across, the stock one doesn't. Then of course the biggest change, the delete of the emblem in the middle. A lot of folks that don't know, or if you haven't tried yet, if you remove the stock emblem, which I'll do here, which I've done of course ahead of time, but you'll notice it has 4 holes. So that's why a lot of folks end up going with a different deck lid to get that sleek look. Alright, so I kind of have it mocked in place. I haven't fully installed the new panel yet, but the main thing of course is to replug the backup camera in, and then of course there's those 2 slots here on each side. You'll want to make sure they go in first, and then push in the clips up top, and then that'll fully secure the new deck lid. Now that the deck lid's in place, we'll go ahead and put those 4 screws back in, put the panels on, and then I'll show you what the final product looks like. Alright, and there is the finished product. The new deck lid is on. Looks great, makes the car look stealthy, and overall pretty clean appearance. I have the 5.0 emblems on each side blacked out as well, so with the black wheels, black paint job, clean deck lid, black emblems. It just gives it overall really nice murdered out appearance. I'll post a link below in the description from where I got this one from LMR, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.